When you talk about dynasties in NASCAR, one that should always be brought up is Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s run in the early 90s. From 1990 to 94, Dale Sr. won 4 championships in 5 seasons. The famous black number 3 was loaded with talent, with Richard Childress as the car owner and Kirk Shelberdine as the crew chief. As great as this dynasty was, there was a time period where this whole thing could have came crashing down. Sandwiched between his 4 championships is a horrific 92 season. So much transpired on and off the track that would lead to this team's very brief downfall. So let's get into it. The 91 season was business as usual, as Dale Sr. held on to the points lead for 24 of the 29 Winston Cup races. This culminated into his 5th Winston Cup Series championship, and it seemed like nothing could stop this team. However, as the season progressed, rumors began going around that Dale Sr. was on his way out of RCR. And you're probably wondering, why was he about to get kicked off a team that just came off of back-to-back championships? Well, that's because some other rumors were making the headlines. The rumors that were going around involved Dale Earnhardt, his wife Teresa Earnhardt, and even the owner's daughter. That's right, the rumor that was making the waves was that Dale Earnhardt Sr. was having an alleged affair with Richard Childress' daughter, who was 24 at the time. And the other was that Teresa Earnhardt was keeping men in the couple's condominium near Charlotte. If we had Twitter back in the day, this would be trending worldwide. The rumors got so bad that the weekend of the season finale, both Earnhardt and Childress held a press conference denying them. Earnhardt believed that these rumors were planted by competitors. He was quoted in saying, "They couldn't shake us up on the track, so somebody tried to shake us up off of it." It was a harebrained idea, especially the way me and Richard get along. If you guys want to read more on this rumor, the link to the article is in the description from the Daily Press. Now, did these rumors have an effect on the team heading into 92? Absolutely not. The 92 season started off as business as usual, as the team was sitting second in the standings after the first 12 races. They even went on to win that year's Coca-Cola 600 and were only 28 points behind championship contender Davey Allison. But after those races, the wheels began to fall off on the Man in Black's 92 season. This team straight up fell off a cliff. Engine failures, wrecks, and bad luck would become the new norm, and this team went from competing for championships to competing to stay in the top 15 in points.
And Jerry Punch is now with Richard Childress. Perhaps we can get an indication of what's wrong with Dale Earnhardt.
Bob, they are not smiling here at all in the Goodrich pits. As the car came by a minute ago, RC, it didn't sound very good.
Yeah, we've lost the cylinder. We're just going to try to stay out, see if we get a chance to take a look at it and see what it is.
Dale Earnhardt on 7 cylinders. Remember, he had climbed all the way to second place in the point standings. This could be devastating to their efforts for another championship.
Just when Dale Earnhardt thought he might be turning his season around and headed into a contention for the Winston Cup points lead, things go wrong here in the first 14 laps.
And Ned, 70 miles per hour. That's the maximum speed allowed on pit road today, according to NASCAR. Remember, those are safety rules. Earnhardt brings the car in very deliberately. Remember, he's on 7 cylinders. They're going to try to raise the hood, change 4 tires, put fuel in the car, and the car comes in and you hear it sort of sputtering and missing in the background. Danny Lawrence and Kirk Shelberdine now raise the hood, while the other part of the Goodrich team are working, changing right side tires. Lawrence looking, hoping and praying. Maybe it's a plug wire, something very simple they can fix. Looking in the left side at the wiring, spraying some solution over the wires to see if there may be a short or possibly some fire leaking from one wire to another, maybe a short. They are looking and pouring over the engine compartment.
And 26th through 30th, James Hilton, Wally Dallenbach, Dale Earnhardt, Dick Trickle, and Rick Mast.
So we see Earnhardt picked up 5 spots by going back on the racetrack.
Yep, it paid off for him. He picked up a few more points by doing so.
And Dale Earnhardt is experiencing problems. He's going back.
He sure is. That's Phil Barkdahl right behind Dick Trickle. Picked up Phil Barkdahl behind him.
And RC, he is dropping back here. The car's slowing. What's the problem?
Well, right now we just got a dead plug on it, or dead cylinder. He said it just started missing right around there under the, getting ready to take the green flag. We didn't have enough time to bring him in and work on it.
So you have to wait and maybe hope for an early yellow.
Well, we just wait and we get a chance to fix it.
Richard Childress here in the Earnhardt pits, and he's helpless up there, guys, on 7 cylinders. He can't keep up, not with the plate on the engine.
Coming in for a pit stop is Dale Earnhardt. The car slowed on the racetrack, and it's just barely able to make it to its pit area. Jerry?
And the news is not good at all for the 5-time Winston Cup champion, Bob. I just talked to the Danny Lawrence and the folks here in the Goodrich crew. As the crowd, you can hear the crowd behind me responding and waving as they see that black Goodrich Chevrolet. It's been so dominant for so many years in NASCAR racing, rolling to a halt. The engine is not running, and Earnhardt to the car just got tighter and tighter. They project that the engine may have gone away. They're going to check it right now if they raise the hood here. Meanwhile, we're under green flag conditions. Earnhardt's chance to pick up another Pepsi 400 win has gone away. The field comes rumbling by and heads back to turn 1.
And certainly he's also concerned about Winston Cup points that will take him to another championship coming into this event. 5th in the point standings, and he is suffering from engine problems here in the early going.
Well, Dale's sitting patiently in the car. Dale, this has to be a heartbreaker for you early on at Daytona.
Well, I don't know how we run so good in practice yesterday afternoon. The engine ran fine. Started off there, had a little bit of a miss in it, and we thought, might have been plug wire or something, and then the engine started tightening up. So undoubtedly, it had a bearing going out of it, and we didn't catch it. We checked everything over this morning, and this one in deal is tough.
Earnhardt's car coming through the trial. Yeah, Earnhardt is definitely off the pace.
Slowing down as he goes to turn 1, way up against the wall. Something is amiss with Earnhardt. Car slowing down.
Well, his woes continue. I don't know if it was an engine or what might have been the problem, but
So the problems that Dale Earnhardt has sustained over the past few months continue to badger the gentleman. He won the 600.
he said to his pit crew on the radio, "I'm blowed up."
That second never mattered. Nothing ever mattered except winning with this guy. And it's over for Earnhardt.
We welcome you back to Darlington, South Carolina, and the view you have right now, not a good one, particularly if you're Dale Earnhardt, the Goodrich Chevrolet driver. You see Goodrich Chevrolet driver Earnhardt is behind the wall, and let's try to move in here and see if we can find out exactly what's going on. They are climbing beneath the car to work. Dale is still sitting in the car pulling the wheel. Dale, what happened? What's the problem?
I think clutch gone out of it. It started busting and slipping.
He's busy right now inside the car trying to pull some of the bonnet. They ask him to give him a couple of screwdrivers. He's going to try to pull the cover off the transmission. They are beneath the car. They will try to pull the transmission and fix the clutch. Can you believe it, guys, the kind of luck this team has had in 1992?
Here's probably the most surprised fellow in the place. Dale Earnhardt was leading when he made his pit stop. Then the caution came out. And the drivers that did not stop are on the lead lap, and Earnhardt's a lap down. Also, let's look for Earnhardt. There he is. See what happened to his car. Davey Allison under Earnhardt.
Cars coming down off the track. Okay, it looks like Davey Allison's following Earnhardt.
There's Earnhardt on the bottom.
Yeah,
and
that's
Davey.
what he did. He got into the 2 car.
Glenn Jarrett.
Well, guys, right now the crew is working, trying to get the hood pin bolt off so they can raise the hood to see if there's any further damage. They can't raise the hood right now. Their biggest concern is this damage that you see on the left front where all the guys are congregated. They have not done anything else other than just try to repair the sheet metal damage, so that appears to be all there is.
They're going to come back in and see if they can.
1 to go. We'll go back to green. Glenn?
Well, they're waiting on Earnhardt to come back in the pits again. They have diagnosed the problem. It did break the oil cooler. There's oil coming out of the car. They have to change it. Here Dale is. That's why they're working on the left front. They don't seem to be in too big a hurry. This is going to take a while. This is going to put them a lap down.
Jerry Punch has a comment on Dale Earnhardt.
Guys, Richard Childress just told me a minute ago that Earnhardt radioed the crew that he thinks he may have broken a valve spring. The car is beginning to flutter a little bit, not running as strong as it was early on. He's running awfully well, but the car is starting to flutter a little more. They won't know when they make their first pit stop, which should be in about 6 or 7 laps. Earnhardt has run out of fuel. He radioed the crew just a moment ago, said the fuel pressure gauge has fluctuated. Guys, I got to come in now. And Rusty Wallace is pushing him, trying to give him an assistance down pit road. They are running very, very slowly, and Earnhardt is totally out of fuel. The car number 3 is not running. He is coasting down pit road. Richard Childress and the crew standing here with a bottle of ether to try to get the car refired. And now it quietly, can you believe the luck that Dale Earnhardt has had in 1992? They are pushing Dale Earnhardt's car, trying to get that car fired. And now Earnhardt's car does refire.
Oh, and a car on the wall. It's Dale Earnhardt in turn 2.
Looks like you got the left side pretty flat. Looks like the left side has been flattened out on that race car.
Yep.
His 1992 stats are this: 1 win, 6 top 5s, 15 top 10s, and an average finish of 14.9, and finished an abysmal 12th in the standings. Earnhardt was so fed up with the 92 season, he didn't even care anymore. The proof being on the second lap in the season finale, where he just completely dumps both the front row starters. I can't think of a more fitting end to this bad season. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.